And Tampa International, we were just talking, it's so laid out so perfectly. It's fantastic. All right, so here's the shot from the Mahaffey Theater. I showed you this because there is not a cloud in the sky, and this is what we can expect over the course of the next couple of days. We don't see another system coming our way till about Friday into Saturday. But in the meantime, today and tomorrow, our Thanksgiving, spectacular, okay? All right, so let's fly in some currents right now. I'm going to show you what's going on currently. Downtown Tampa, or excuse me, yeah, this is at the airport, 72 degrees right now, dew point at about 54 degrees. Let's take a look at some other currents around the area. Check it out. From Crystal River at 66 degrees, all the way down through St. Pete now at about 68 degrees. I'm going to show you the radar. Tony, if you would go ahead and take the big board for this shot. I want to show folks what's going on right now. Not much on the radar at all, but what we are seeing is that wind, instead of out of the due north right now, starting to come out of the north and east. And the reason being is we've got this massive area of high pressure that is sitting over the continental United States, and it is starting to shift off to the east. And remember, we've talked about this before. The air around a high rotates in a clockwise fashion. So imagine that big H you see on the weather boards up there and that wraparound circulation coming around that high, and that's where we're getting the northeast winds from. How windy has it been? You know, we've seen gusts to near 20 miles an hour. Venice had 22 mile an hour gusts, Lakeland at 20 mile an hour gusts, but as far as sustained, look at Tampa International reporting 21 mile an hour gusts. But everybody sustained winds, mostly single digits, low double digits. Davis Island, 12 mile an hour sustained winds. St. Pete at 13 mile an hour sustained winds. So really not a big factor. That big H I was telling you about, that area of high pressure, bam, that's where it's sitting right now over the southeast. And again, that circulation of that high rotates in a clockwise manner, and a high presses down on the surface of the earth and literally pushes the cloud cover right out of the way, and that's why we have the clear skies that we have. So as far as your rest of today is concerned, looking for a daytime high at about 74 timestamp, 4 p.m. this afternoon. But let's put it into motion and take a look at Wednesday night into Thursday. And you can see, even though some spotty moisture shows up on the eastern coast, none of it makes its way across the peninsula. By the time we get into late Thursday, we start seeing a little bit of moisture, but this stuff is most likely going to be virga, where it rains in the upper levels of the atmosphere, evaporates before it ever hits the ground. So we don't expect much of this to get into our neck of the woods at all. Marine forecast for today: northeast winds 20 to 15 miles an hour, seas 3 to 4 feet, bay and inland waters a little bit choppy. There's your travel plans if you have any. These are current temperatures for tomorrow, or excuse me, projected temperatures for tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day. There's the next front coming in. I said that by Friday we could have another one. I'll put it into motion throughout the day on Thursday, and into Friday it finally comes right into our neck of the woods. It's not going to bring us any rain. It's going to up our rain chances maybe to about 10%, but we don't expect much out of this at all. Let's talk about your Thanksgiving Day. Nice, mild, mostly sunny skies, 77 for the daytime high here in the Tampa Bay area. And let's roll out your 7-day forecast. Chilly start today and tomorrow as well. Looking for a daytime high today at 74 degrees tomorrow. Thanksgiving Day, 77. That front arrives by Friday. We're going to keep a tiny chance in there, but we don't expect any of that to hit the ground here in the Tampa Bay area. Josh, back to you.